So a little bit more about our product is, let's say you have a podcast, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
How often are you recording?
So we're recording, once, twice a week. I'd like to do an intensive day like you've spoken about. So I think your advert talked about that. I mean, there's just a lot of people that want to kind of come in and get interviewed, and it's just time and organization. So tell me about your product, what you do, how you set it up, the things that are there. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so literally what we'll do is now again, it's around who you are and what you're doing. What is your mission and vision? So for you, your mission, vision, leadership, you're bringing people on the show. You're being an authority figure. So what we'll do now is we'll manage your YouTube and your Spotify. So basically that looks like, let's say we have like, for example, one episode a month, one episode fortnightly, and let's say, weekly episodes. So it really depends on you. So let's say, for example, you're doing, okay, Sugira, I'm going to have, let's say I'm doing 2 episodes a fortnight. So which is, 2 in a week. So basically you hop on your Riverside. Is Riverside that you use?
Yeah, it's Riverside we use.
Yes, exactly. Like some of our clients, we have clients from London, from all around the world. They hop on Riverside, press that record button. As soon as that podcast interview is recorded, now obviously you just put that on a Google Drive. Once that's on Google Drive, we take care of the rest. What do I mean by we take care of the rest? We get that podcast episode and we make it entertaining. We make it engaging. We edit it. We put in a trailer. So boom, there's a trailer in there. Then you have also short form content from that episode. So now after the episode, we have entertaining, engaging thumbnails, on the main video, but now you get short form content now that you can be posting on your company page on LinkedIn and, for example, there.
Riverside does all of that. It cuts it up. I've got someone internal who does that for me at the moment, so it cuts it up. We've got an intro and outro. It cuts it up. So basically you would just take over that management of cutting it up. AI does a lot of stuff. I've got a really great AI tool that does a lot of that kind of short form organization and content. What sort of fee do you charge for what you do?
Well, let me actually show you. I think that would be easier. Let's go. This is really our offer ladder. We don't, like, again, other people out here charging, I believe, ridiculous prices. We really start from $1,000 a month. And that looks like, let's say, one podcast episode in a month. You have 4 short form clips per episode. YouTube and Spotify management, 24/7 support. Now you're saying that you already have the short form content done, right? Like, again, if you want it majorly edited, fantastic. But we can we give that as an extra anyway. And if you think, oh, these are better than what we have, then you can use that. So I think that's the good thing about what we have. But really at a basic package, you're getting 1 podcast episode a month, 4 short form clips per episode, YouTube, Spotify management. And then mid package is here 2 episodes monthly. So that's you're doing 1 episode a fortnight. So we literally take care of everything. We take care of your YouTube channel, Spotify. So you just have your episodes uploaded. And then we have other add-ons, like, for example, social media management, again, not ridiculous prices, like VA. You have someone now to post that content for you. And then these are just some of the additional add-ons that we have.
Okay.
So,
all right. So I think that the key with this for me would be that we've got content that's there. So what is it if I'm pushing out, say, a podcast every week? Because that's what we're doing at the moment.
So if you're pushing out weekly podcasts, so that's like 1 episode a week, and you obviously need those episodes edited, put out, have a schedule, putting in, that's at our pro rate. So that's at the month, because now you're putting in weekly episodes. So now we have to have that system and process to just go boom, boom, boom. And then you get, quite a lot of content here as well as an additional package on there as well.
Okay. All right. Can you send me that information? Is that possible?
Yeah. I can send this to you.
So that I've got it. And are you talking Australian dollars or what are you talking?
Australian dollars, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Are you based in Australia?
Yeah, Sydney.
Okay, great.
And are you? What about you? Where are you based in Sydney? Or?
I'm based in Brisbane.
Oh, you're in Brisbane. I read that, yeah.
Yeah. So not far away. When did you get back?
Well, in terms of living in Australia, a few years ago, probably about 3 years ago. But, I do travel. But, yeah, mainly I'm based in Australia.
Awesome. All right. No, that sounds fantastic. All right. So for me, from what you've shown me there, I think there is a few things that I can look at doing. And so this is just the podcast content. It's that short form content and long form content.
Yeah. So let's give you a practical example of really, just so you can kind of see a little bit of the ins and outs. Again, like this is, so if we go here, so we have quite a few channels. So let's say we can give you, okay, let's go Cameron here. So Cameron Neal, he does fortnightly. So if we look here,
going back even further now,
he does fortnightly episodes. So again, we take care of everything. He'll do his own thing. But see, look, we do the thumbnails, we do everything, and that SEO. And so he's just pumping out. And so we have so much content. These are just, for example, 2 episodes that he's done, but now, or 3, but this is how we just pump them out for him. And then here, if you come on his shorts, you see like we add shorts with thumbnails. For us, the attention to detail, the creativity is everything, right? What's going to make them come and want to watch your YouTube videos? Like, we don't take people's attention for granted. If we want people to come on your YouTube channel is your media company. Like, we live in the greatest era of life. What I like about you, at least you're switched on. I see so many CEOs, they don't even have a YouTube channel. They don't have a podcast. So it's easier conversation with you because you already get it. So, that's always refreshing to be with someone like you. But do you understand what I mean? This is a little bit of that. Okay, how can we take it to the next level, right? And then you can see, because how I started a gym, the mental, so the SEO, right? Because people are searching for these things, how to be a great leader, how to, these are quite searchable topics. So you can see here, it's about how can we make it? How can we, create shorts, not just, again, like I said, there's a lot of Riverside and but they're more like, how can we put in our attention and detail even into the shorts? I tell our team, yes, there's AI, but we got to put our heart and soul into the shorts as well. We got to put our heart and soul into the editing, because people relate to people want to feel emotions. If I'm watching a short video in this attention economy, whether on LinkedIn, we got to capture their attention, quite rapidly. Another one that's similar, maybe let's say could be similar to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yep.
So Louise here, she's a tech company. We just started obviously her channel. So for example, let's go. She's, Louise runs a tech company. Again, trailer. How can we make it engaging? How can we, capture people? Even their guests, when a guest comes in, we want their guests to have the best experience possible. We want them, when they're watching the content, like, man, like, wow, Dr. Grazelia had me on the show. Now they're watching the content and they're inspired. They're like, wow, this is, what I mean? We want that experience for people, and so like this is, for example, her channel, even the thumbnails, again, it's her brand logos, her brand colors, the thumbnails have to be, obviously she had me as a guest. This is when we first got her. So then if you can see here again with the shorts, now we manage the shorts. She doesn't do any of this. She has a marketing team. She doesn't have time, but now we'll take this from her. And so it's, again, how can we capture attention? How can we, bring people here, right? Like, again, the SEO, the titling on YouTube Shorts is crazy. You have to be, entrepreneurs avoid this common mistake, right? So it's about just knowing that creator economy and, so this is kind of a little bit on how and so someone like her who's running a tech company, she doesn't have time, but I told her, your YouTube channel is your media company. We've already got 101 videos already. So you can see before we took over, so this was her putting videos. Obviously she didn't have time. And then this is us taking over. I was her first guest. And then, that's how we do it. So again, this is huge for you. As I said, I love what you're doing. So how can we take it to the next level? How can we emotionally grab people, right? How can we, and then again, it leads all back into your business, right? Now they're so engaged and they're consuming you. If you want to learn more, they can come and work with you, and you have your systems and processes in there as well.
Awesome. All right. Can you send me a copy of the recording so I can go over what the offer is as well? And I can show that to my media team around what we do. Do you do all the ad creative?
Ad creative, what do you mean?
Do you do all the creative content? So you do all the creative pieces, yeah?
Yeah.
So we just do the raw podcast.
Yes, exactly. So for example, here, like, and this is also good, like you can show your team. So let's say for this same client here, right? So we have a Google Drive folder that she keeps all her stuff, right? We tell her TV, strategy sessions, okay, podcast episodes. So as soon as every podcast episode, we'll go and create a folder, episode 4, episode 5. So let's say she's finished recording this episode, right? She's done it on Riverside or she's done it in her studio. She'll come in here. We take care of all the files in raw files. She's got to put the raw files. We'll even create the folders. She's just going to put the camera, like she'll put in the raw file here. Boom, you put in the raw files here. And then once you've put in the raw files in here, now we take care of everything else. We have the thumbnails here. We usually do a trailer. So in the trailer, I might get you to do a voiceover. Say, hey, Dr. Grisalia, read this script. We need you to do a voiceover because, it's powerful. The trailer, let's say you go do a voiceover. I tell you to drop it in here like she did. There's a voiceover script. So for example, I can say, you have a guest coming on. We want you to, meet the visionary. We'll come in, write a script for you. So you can now do a voiceover. Boom, there's a voiceover in there, and then now we take care of everything else. You have her edited clips that we give her. So we have, this is the trailer that you get. So now you want to post on LinkedIn. Let's say if we're not posting for you, we give you the content. You have a trailer to send them on LinkedIn. She can go in vertical, horizontal. So this is really how we work. We have shorts, subtitles, social media. So she can just come in. There's a brief for every episode. There's a brief. We've got to know about the client. Who are you bringing on? What about them? So we can get all the research. So when we're editing a content, even the person's like, wow, they've done so much research and they know me. You know what I mean? So this is kind of the process, for you to see in behind the scenes. And so all you got to do is just record. That gets dropped into the raw files, and then all you got to do is just wait till the episode, the editing comes.
Okay, all right. So I've got a really good handle on it now. If you can send me the recording, that would be amazing, so that I can go through this in a little bit more detail.
Sure thing. No worries at all.
Awesome. And I've got the pricing. And how long does it take you to produce things? So what's the podcast? Where to go? What's the time frame?
So that's a good question. Now we're like the quality in our production and everything, the attention to detail, we're getting better and we have to keep improving, right? The product that the editing, what we were doing a year ago, 6 months ago is different to now. So let's say you're doing weekly episodes. One episode, it can take us now. Usually we say 72 hours, but I would stretch that 72 hours a little bit now, let's say to a week, just so we can have this episode with the highest production quality. So now we're pushing that time as, from 72 hours or doing it as quick as we could, obviously with our amazing quality, but still now I would say from 72 hours to up to a week is the delivery you would expect for one episode with the deliverables.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. So deliverables is, give me that time frame again, sorry.
So the deliverables, we would say from 72 hours up to a week. And so do you have someone posting the content for you, like on your LinkedIn, on socials?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's already getting posted for me as well.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just be providing you the content.
Yeah, well, I might actually look at getting you to post it for me. Mm-hmm. So that's the 72 hours, yeah?
Yeah, so 72 hours up to a week. Again, I would say to for max production quality, obviously all deliverables, 72 hours up to a week. You get your short form content and then the full episode. And
so it gives some time frames as well to work with.
Yeah, and for example, like you said, I know you have a company. For example, this is our social media team. And obviously this is not me. So this is our company page, which we do both company and personal. But you see, again, it's a game. So these are from all podcast episodes. The goal is how can on our pages, for clients, for ourselves, pump out as much content as possible, with the copy that matches. So again, this is what we do. Again, another podcast client. How can we have copy, give them content that, So yeah, I just see so much potential. And again, one of our clients here, CEO, boom, how can we pump out? Again, with editing, quality, attention to detail. And then not only that is how can we now have copy that matches? How can we have copy that fits that client's brand and, who they are? So that's a little bit.
A lot of stuff's super easy with AI, literally.
With posting?
Yeah, with posting, etc. AI can give you a really good hand with that. But so you're creating advertising content as well?
Yes, and it's true. AI is good, and it's how we use it. So obviously, if we prompt it really well, then obviously our copy is really good. So yeah, it's being able to do that for our clients. So I think here's a great example of that. We post for him, he's twice a day on every single platform. And it's about, how can we have this copy good so people, taking a call to action. So we manage all of his socials. He really doesn't have to do anything. And it's really about having just, again, that attention to detail and just posting as much as we can.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You've given me everything I need. Now, please just send me the recording, and then I can work with everything. I'm going to go through the costings, and then maybe if we catch up either the end of this week or beginning of next week, and then I can give you some direction. Because the big thing for me is to go back and go, okay, so because we're going through a growth curve at the moment, so it's about how we can outsource some of the things that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. Cool. So wherever the most pain is or the most help is, okay, how can we look exactly your prescription, what you guys need, and how can we just deliver those results as soon as possible?
Okay,
cool.
Perfect.
All right.
Do you do socials as well, like additional social media marketing, or just this stuff?
In terms of running ads?
No, just in terms of social media posting as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So like if you see here in our pricing, we have with the add-ons for it's like having a VA, people get VA from Philippines. We'll do the social media management. Let's say 2 platforms. Let's say you say LinkedIn and Facebook. This is where my audience is. I want you to pump this content out. Let's say 3 days a week. Yes, we have that. Let's say at $400. But let's say you want more platforms. Let's say you want TikTok, you want X. Then that comes. We do $200 per platform. So again, it's really, I believe, cost efficient. Again, nice VA. Instead of spending ridiculous amounts, you have a social media manager, and then it's just what platforms do you guys want it. Me, I'm crazy, so we're on every single platform. As soon as you open the phone, you have to see my name. So it's really about kind of where you see we need to be on, and then, okay, how can we show up there consistently?
Okay. All right. Perfect. Done. Send it to me, and then I can have a look at the add-ons as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Okay. Thanks.
Loved it. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.